Hello and welcome back to Isla, our PlayStation 4 console collaboration city. I hope you're doing well. Thanks for joining me as always. Always a pleasure to have you. I think today I'd like to go ahead and get our campus kind of situated. It's level 2 now, so that gives us a couple more assets to put down, as well as put a nice kind of like water feature behind the campus and bring it out to the river here. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. Here we go here. So we are using the trade school, as you know, and let's go see what did we get. I guess we can run the game. I'm running a little low on them cemeteries. That's the only problem with running the game right at this point in the city, is people are starting to die, as well as I don't have the crematorium. I'm always like, I don't know. All right. Also, let's do this first before we build the campus. Let's go over two kind of concepts, because this city is actually primed for a change in its life. One is we're ready to implement the industries. Well, we are ready to implement the Industries 4.0 policy at this point, as well as implement the education boost policy. So if I go into here in the info views and you go looking at your education, you can see how right now in my city I'm about 6% uneducated, 38 educated, 27 well educated, 25 highly educated. When you're around, we'll say 10, 30, 40, 30, 20, something like that. That is a pretty good time to implement the education boost policy. You got some people through your campus, and everything's kind of nice and rolling. Now, of course, the consequence to that is it's going to force everybody to go to work, or not work. The opposite, go to school. And then your industry over here is going to be a little like upset about that. And our response to that is going to be to implement the Industry 4.0 policy. So let's go ahead and run the game and do that first. I'm going to make it a citywide policy. Oh, I already made it a citywide policy. Oh, we're fine. Did I already do Industry 4.0? I guess not. I must have did it earlier. Well, sorry. I did do it. I did it without you. It looks like our industry is doing fine. So I'm going to keep it this way, and then we will implement Industry 4.0 as soon as they start getting a little bit more aggravated. Because I think that's not on yet. Oh, I haven't encouraged spiking either. Oh, jeez. I'm slacking on. And we'll do some of this. Double their sales. Low, double their sales. That's good. I usually put those two on. What else is in here? Industry 4.0, like I said, they're not complaining about it. We probably could make the shift, but they're okay. It could be that my unemployment's high enough. I'm not sure. Anything else in here I need to check? We're not using helicopters as I did last city. Okay, let's go. Let's go back to build our campus, and let's keep an eye on the industry and see. Because right now the industry is really, what's our unemployment? 6%. So that's pretty healthy, pretty good spot. And our industry is exporting. So we're exporting quite a bit. Although a lot of that is kind of like the Bumblebee tuna factories are exporting. So, you know, I'm not really sure exactly how much of that is. We might actually be importing a little bit of generic goods. See, that it's a shame, because these guys make quote-unquote generic goods when, same thing here. So this could be throwing it off. But these are all highlighted, so they're exporting. So they're exporting. We don't need any more of that. All right, let's go into the campus. Get this rocking and rolling. So here we go. What did we unlock? The gymnasium. Okay. And the cafeteria. Very good. Got to have a place to eat. And the fountain. And really, that's about it. Oh, and this is the study, right? Outdoor study. Now, do we want to put something up here? Maybe it would be a nice place to put the, what is the ceremonial one? It's, this comes next one. The commencement office. Maybe we'll put that up here with like a little fountain and something. Like make it real nice. It could be by the lake. So we're building that. Ooh. Well, let's pause the game. Well, we can let it fill up a little bit. I haven't put the river part in yet. So that's going to be the cuppeth runneth over. So maybe we'll pause the game. Get down some of these assets real quick, and then kind of work on the water feature. How's that sound? So I like to kind of put this near like the students here. I feel like this would be a good spot for it. I put in the kind of like this road here. This is going to be the 6-lane road. That's going to kind of come through the city. So that way I know like where to like not build up to. And I think I'm going to do commercial in this area here. So this will be nice. A nice spot. And I do want to work on the commercial area a little bit as well today, if we can. We get time to do so. Oh, that was close. Might be able to put this here, but maybe we'll... So what's this, the study hall? So we have the study hall over here. So I'm not going to put it over there because we have a study hall over here. Although it might look nice to be right next door, huh? Can we put you right next door? Oh, we can. Because this is like the outdoor study. So this could be like our little study hall area. So let's move you. Maybe we'll put you in here for now. You can be right next to your twin. There you go. And we'll put the study hall here. The outdoor study hall. And maybe that'll like, this path will rock up to here. So, and do we want to do a bridge? I think I want to do a bridge. Maybe we'll do the European style bridge. Ooh, yes. Over some water. Can we do over water? I think we can. How are we going to do the water down here? That's a good question. Or maybe we'll bring that path up this side. Oh, we'll see. A lot of options. But let's first get a path in here. Yeah. I'm just trying to think. I do want to... I'm thinking a path that comes up to here, to the commencement thing. And that'll be the next level. And like maybe something like right here. We'll get rid of some of these trees, but we'll keep some of these trees in here and here. I think maybe we can bring the water actually down like to here. I don't know, we're losing some land. So maybe we'll have the... I don't know, it's like the water's not on the right side. So I want to put the asset here. But I need a bridge here. So could we have it come back like this? Oh, we sure can. Ooh, it's tight. It's real tight, but we can do it. Oh, we sure can. We're doing it here. You know me. As soon as I get excited about something, it's time to rock and roll. So maybe we'll... good thing I put 3 of those in here. So we can like punch a hole through here. Have the water go right like through here. And we'll actually make this a little bit of water here. So there'll be like a little bit of like a peninsula, a piece of land. Yeah, let's do that. So let's blow this up. We were saving. I was like, why can't I blow anything up? So we'll do something like this. And it doesn't have to be that high or that low. I like a little bit of like a waterfall back here. Kind of like it'll follow this kind of way. And maybe it'll like pool in here. And then kind of come in here. Maybe zigzag down here. So now we need a little bit lower height. So maybe we'll pull this. Pull to like, this is close to ground level. So maybe a little bit lower here. Oh, we're gonna get square, not X. Kind of like right in here. Maybe we'll grab this height for now, just so we can mark out where it's gonna go. Make it angry man all the way. Kind of like, because that way it's like this. We need to bump. We gotta fill up some more, build the land up here. So we might just cut into here just a touch. So have that like kind of go like this. We'll have that there. Well, let's put that in first. Maybe we'll put a nice little like lake right here. Oh, that's not a DLC. See, I like how when ideas start coming together like this, I'm just like rapid fire. We gotta do it. So we need a path to put this thing on. I do want it to be kind of straight. Oh yeah, that's where it's gonna go. European thing. Put it like right here by the road. We need this guy. The brain cells are firing, my friends. You know, something like that. Maybe we'll move him over just a touch. So he's like, maybe like right here. Maybe even with this path. I think I put him like, I purposely put him so he's like in the middle, didn't I? So it's like coming to the front gate. Do I want to keep that? I don't know. Let's just move him here. Let's have a look. How far can we go? I actually put the path here. Maybe we just blow that up. Here, I should come from here to here. Something like that. That looks pretty good. I like it. Let's keep that there. You know, we can move this over just a touch. There it is right there. That thing's in the way. Can't see. That looks good. I think it looks good. Do we want to bring it around the path? Oh, Kitty Cat says hi. Oh, Kitty Cat says hello. I want to go in this little square, buddy. Can you get in the little one? Or no? I say, nope, I can't. Like I know you can't. Snap to whatever, anything you can, don't you? There we go. Ooh. Can you snap to this thing? No. I don't know why they put them little circles there. Oh, it's because it's going through. I'll just say, like, why does it have this? No, I want our lake here. So we can't put a path here. Although if we can put the path along the lake, that would be really nice. Put some park assets in here. That's where the lake can go. It's gonna come right off over to the water. I kind of see a vision. I have a vision, my friends. Let's just go in here. Like our lake here. Should we put another drainage pipe thing in here? I think that's gonna be enough water. We can always close it off, let it dry up. If we find it, we have problems with that. So then you're gonna kind of cut through here. And then make your way everything here. We'll drop you down a little bit. So to build this up right here, maybe we'll grab something like this. I'm just gonna do that. See how we get the building in a way. I can move move that over a little bit, but we'll see. I might just move the water over a little bit. So let's grab this. Oh, that wasn't what I wanted to grab. Grab this height here. Maybe like push it into the hill a little bit. Like that. Let's go flood our campus. We can make this a little bit of a more of a hole here. So it fills up. something will spew out. Maybe it'll be like this height here. A little bit lower. Something like here. We can do something like this. Maybe like from here. Oh, that's not what I want. Maybe back here. It's gonna be like this. This is wrong. See, this is like it's down this far. To the heart. It's weird. Now it's like healing up when I made it. Okay, I think that looks good. This is a little weird here, so let's see if we can just do something different here. So maybe we'll make this flat again. We have the hole here, so maybe we can just kind of just flatten this part out like that, so it doesn't look like it's such like a drastic, like huge piece. It's gone. We are low enough now, so that looks good. Then we'll disconnect the. We'll wait till the water's running. We'll connect it there. So that's good. All right. What else do we want to put down here? I think it's gonna look nice. My contact plate. We can, if the water doesn't flow enough, put another drainage, another outlet here. Have it go in. You want to connect these? Nah. We can be separate. So let's work on this side. We want to do something like this. Maybe we'll have it like here. We'll do something straight. And do we want to put rocks and stuff in here? I think I do. Like decorate a little bit. So we want to kind of go this way. Have it like spill out in here. This is going to look pretty nice. Like that. Oops. Okay. Arthur! Why is it not dark? You can see me. I'm in my bedroom upstairs. My wife is downstairs watching probably like what's his name? Gordon Ramsay? Probably like Hell's Kitchen. Or she's been watching like Top Chef, I think. Which I think he's on Top Shelf too, right? I can't remember. I like Gordon Ramsay. He's hilarious to me. Yeah, so she's probably doing that. And my son is taking a nap. We're building a water feature. We got to start it. I accidentally actually got to start it. We're gonna go ahead and you know, I got 3 pumps in here and 1 pump here. I have the option to put another pump here if I need it. We can always put another pump here. But the water is going to come out. It's going to go down here. It's going to hopefully come out here and down in here, and then kind of give me like a nice little like lake next to the kind of like the study park. What do they call this thing? Outdoor study hall. She let you stream while she fantasizes over. Yeah, she's like, yeah, you can go, yeah, go upstairs, go stream, no problem. You know, get out of my hair and let me look at Gordon's handsome face for a little while. He is a handsome guy, I'll tell you what. You know, I wouldn't mind being Gordon Ramsay. He's probably got tons of money. Well, he's married with kids. So I was about to say probably has tons of ladies, but he's married with kids. But yeah, he's a good, and he seems like a good guy. He seems like a nice guy. You know, he yells a lot and stuff on the show. But, you know, I'm sure he's actually a pretty nice guy in real life. Oh, with a band song. What are we doing here with this? Okay, we do have a little bit in there. Alright, so we can get the trees out of the water. Oh, there's trees in the water here. So we don't gotta delete some trees over here. There we go. Yeah, as I say, he's got a good amount of money. He's got a lot of successful. Well, I think he was successful, you know, beyond the TV stuff with his restaurants and stuff because he's, you know, he knows his stuff. I'll tell you what, if he was yelling at me, telling me I was messing up in cooking, I would listen to what he had to say because he knows his stuff. Let's do. Maybe we'll get to this height here. That's probably fine. Yeah, so we'll hit this height. Oh, wait, actually hit like this height here. Like maybe that height there. Is this going to be deep enough? I don't know. Might not be deep enough. We might need to go a little lower here on this pond here. Like maybe like here. So maybe we should do about that height. We'll do the level. Oh, I'm on level tool. I was supposed to be on the slope tool. That really messed me up. I thought I was on slope. I was trying to slope it. This will work. This should work. And then we'll actually go a little deeper here. He's probably got. Who knows, man? Well, his wife knows. I guess that she knows. Yeah. We'll put a little waterfall here as well. We'll put it like this. I'll have it split. There you go. This is a waterfall. It will be. I hope so. Well, it's coming all the way down from up here. Here's the source. Well, we'll be the source. And there's a source down in here. And it's gonna come here. There's gonna be like a little lake here. It'll fill up, and then it'll overspill here. And then it'll kind of come down here. And go into here. Oop, that's the bulldozer tool. I don't need that. So we'll kind of do like this. And then we're going to just bring it down in here. Maybe use this tool. Just kind of do, you know, big old square button. There we go. Maybe we'll get rid of some of this. Gonna open it up. And we'll have it come down here. Where else did I draw it? Right here, right? See if it'll split. The trick is to kind of keep these about the same. So we got to do something like this. That's good. That looks about right. We'll see. Well, let's run it. We'll see what happens. A sauce waterfall. Yeah, this is the sauce. Yeah. Let's run it. Let's see how it works. Maybe I'll save it first. Always save it before you do some stuff with the water. That's what I always say. Before I flood my campus. Let that run. And while we're doing that, we will put the other assets in. And I think some of it's going to go out the back here. And there's water here, so it should go... ooh. Pause the game. Hold that thought. I wanted to put some stones in here. So I wanted to kind of do a little bit of decoration in here for can I put like an actual stone in here? Let's see. You do the best water feature. Oh, thanks, Arthur. Well, we're here. We might as well do it, right? You know, we can do like some stones. Now the thing with these stones is they can actually block the water. So we got to be a little mindful of leaving like a path for the water to actually continue to flow. You know what I'm saying? So maybe we'll put the rock like this. Or maybe we'll put the big rock on top. And the little rock will be in the water. Nah, you know what? I want the big rock in the water. It'll be just sticking up. Maybe. So like right here. That'll be where the water is. Maybe we can stick a little rock here. Kind of like hiding. This has got like a nice like that. It feels like that's a perfect like little nook for it. You know what I'm saying? Oh, whoa, that's a little crazy. And see, we got like, maybe we can do this. Let's hold the water back with a cliff. That's going to look good. Yeah, that's going to be real good. So let's do that. Where's the cliff at? Come here, Mr. Cliff. You're right here. All right, so I want the one that, see how that's slanted from left to right? This one's right to left. High to low on the right to the left side. So let's go here. People are probably like, what is he talking about? Talking about the rock, people. That, and this is like the middle rock. It's like even throughout the whole thing. Oh, we named the. I was showing my wife this morning that we named the metro after you, Arthur. She was like, "Oh, you're crazy. Why are you naming things after people?" I was like, "Because they're the people. The people get what they need." You know what I'm saying? Gotta hook them up, especially when they provide you with highly valuable information. Let's see. That'll be good. And then we'll do another. Maybe we'll do one. End it. This is the one that's high left, low right side. So we'll do that. And then we'll do like a little couple end pieces of rock. You know what I'm saying? Let's do this. Level tool. Let's grab you here. What we want to do is just level this out here. Put this in the water. Like that. That'll actually hold the water back. Real nice. And then we'll put like a rock in here. Maybe one of these guys. Let's see. Something like that. I'll hide that one rock. Saving, so I can't do anything. Looking good so far, isn't it? I think it's gonna look nice. You know, something like that. And then maybe we'll throw in like, we can always throw in, we'll make this like a rock feature. Why not? We're here with the rocks. Kind of like do something like this. Hide those two rocks inside the actual other rock. And then we'll grab a couple of these rocks. Throw them like in the back here. Maybe the small rock can go hiding. Yeah, we can make the small rock can go away. You know, we need something to hold this up. You know what I'm saying? Maybe we'll use this one. Can we do this one up here? I don't know. It doesn't feel right to me. Probably should be more like this. Can we make this become one rock? Can you become one with the rock, my friend? You should name the river. Oh, I don't know how to. Can you name the river? I don't think you're gonna click on a river and name it, right? You're BSing me, my man. I think you're BSing me. That would be cool if I could. We could make it. I would name it after you because you're on. First come, first serve, as they say. No. Oh, okay. You mean like paint it with the district tool? Use the district painting? Yeah, we can do that. I'm getting a little carried away with this water feature, aren't I? Something like that. I can mess with more with it later. We can always mess with that more later. I don't want to spend too much time. Can we stick you like up here? Nah, you see, it looks a little deformed. Can we stick you like up here with this guy? Nah, the path's in the way. And we're gonna put the European path up here. I wanted to bring this in because what I want to do, author, is bring this from here, use the European walking path, bring it up to here and put the commencement office up here, and maybe like one other like kind of like college building, so that way that when you're graduating, you're throwing that your hat, whatever they call it, up in the air, you're up on the hill and looking out over the city, and you got this nice like water feature around it, so it'd be like real pretty. That's what I'm thinking. But we don't have that. We unlocked that at level 3. Something like Canyon Falls. Yeah, I could change where it says campus and call it something. Yeah, that's a good idea. All right. Can we name it something after an A? Is there like an A thing that we can somehow attribute to somebody? Let's go ahead and finish this though first before we get a little carried away with that. Can we put one of these in here? Some of this stuff? I feel like this can go in here. So it's going to make it hard for the water to flow through here. We might end up flooding. We might have to just lower some stuff. That's alright. Like a couple of these guys. Who else is a viewer? Can't name everything after me. Who else is out there? Say your name and you will get a river named after you. Or win the lottery. Or I'll steal your information and hack your bank account. You know, no worries. Alright, let's get this in here. Get a couple little guys. Get a couple of these little guys in here. A little rocky bottom in here. You can actually plant moss in here. Like, if you really want to get into this, you can plant, like, all this kind of stuff in here, too. It takes forever. But you can do it. Maybe we'll put a couple in here. Let's see how it looks when the water's running. I can always turn the water off. We can always blow it up, too, if we don't like it. Just curious how deep it's going to be. Alright, that's good enough. I can turn it off and mess with it more later. Maybe we'll just do that and see how it looks. Let's go ahead and run it, let it fill up. And then if I like it, we'll maybe later on I'll go ahead and finish it. I don't know. Do you guys like to see that kind of stuff? So I'm not sure if you guys like to see me plant rocks or not. I make a thing into the most magnificent, beautiful thing you ever seen, or do you just want to see the end result later on? We need to put down this gymnasium and the cafeteria. I feel like that can be like in front here, by our dorms. So we'll do the path. You need to get another path out here. Maybe we'll just follow this curve. I feel like it's a little wider. Who knows? Who knows what I did? Close enough. Filling up. Oh, how much water do I have? I have water consumption. So I got 175 production. We'll say 140. So like 30,000 cubic meters. How much do these things use? I think it's low. I think it's like 10. Is it 10? Let's see. Drainage should be at 24. So we need more water because they're not going to be operating at 100%. We need, I got 1, 2, 3, 4 of them in. So 4 times 2 is 8. And then add another 16, 896. So we need 96. So 100,000 cubic meters on top of what our city is consuming. There you go. Math on the fly. How do you like that? There's some math on the fly for it. We basically need about 100,000 cubic meters of water production per above what our city is consuming. And maybe we'll put a water pump out here because I got like one here. He's kind of hidden. Well, I got 2 here, but maybe we'll spread him out a little bit and just grab him over here because he's away from like our residence, and it's like next to this like industrial style like bridge. So I'm thinking that'll be good. So you don't want to put all your pumps in the same spot. I actually see that a lot. Impressed. Yeah, there you go. I see it a lot. So those of you who might be watching this later on or on YouTube, and if you aren't, there's certain maps in this game where the water itself, now, so this one is a raging like torrent of water. So so we're good here. But there's certain maps where, and we don't have this running at 100%, where it's like kind of like a mild stream meandering around. And what can happen, and what I see posted on Reddit often is, let me go ahead and give him a little bit more water there. Is the water will get all chunky looking, or they'll actually start getting sewage getting pulled into their water system. Because if the water, so what you can do is when you first start the game, you see that the water say it's flowing from left to right. You know, we'll say it's going from left to right this way. And you go, okay, I'm going to put my water pumps here. What can happen is your water pumps actually pump strong enough that they actually change the direction of water flow. So the water actually starts flowing this way instead of from right to left instead of left to right. So where you had all your sewage down here, now it's starting to come this way. Or you can find that because maybe there's no water source on the right side, that you start getting like these weird like gaps in the water. It looks all pulsy because it's basically this guy's almost sucking the water dry, and it's like leaving like a dry spot that's like kind of moving its way down. So if that happens to you in your city, you need to like remove probably like 1 or 2 pumps. I mean, it depends on, of course, when you catch it, and then put the water towers in, and you can no longer put more pumps on the river. That is their new tip of the day. Be mindful that your water pumps can change the direction of the river if the river's not that strong. There you go. There you go. We need to build this up a little bit here, so let's do that. Because the water is going to come out like. Let's take it off here. It's going to build this up right here. Build this up right here. And the water will go through the ground, so you got to be careful. Like sometimes it just needs to be a little bit thicker. That should be good. This might not be good here, so we need to like thicken this up a little bit. I'll probably just blow up the bridge. The bridge, this is just a placeholder bridge. So I know where the road goes, so I'm not really that concerned about it going away. Maybe we'll just pull this back a little bit here. And we'll see. This might flood here. We'll see. I have put a hole here, so that should soften like the water flow a little bit, I'm hoping. Then it'll come through here. Hopefully it'll fill up some of this and kind of like spill out here. Oh yeah, we're putting some stuff in the campus. A whole hour almost going by already? Wow. Okay. Oh, it fits. I keep bumping out of that for whatever reason. I don't know why. And then we got some school fountain stuff. So we'll see about that. Maybe we can do something like, let's get the path out and just see how we want to run this. So I do want to run something here. Oh, there's a lot of people coming to the campus. That's good. Maybe we'll have them cross the street here, so they can go there. It's just, oh, nice try, Node. I'm annoyed. I'm a Node. Maybe we'll go here. Do you want this to be the same? I should have caught the length of that. Well, this isn't the center anyway. Maybe we'll put one down here too. Why not? I can make it symmetrical. That's 140. So I think this other structure is symmetrical. I thought, but maybe it's not. Oh, it is. I kind of wanted to go like this. Alright, so we gotta have to do this. Turn it all off. You're not gonna want to draw, 'cause you're too short. Yeah, it's the story of my life. Too short. That was 140, so let's go 120. Trees in here. Is the work coming out? Oh, it's all coming out here. Alright, so that's not right. I thought this was the same height. Let's see. Did I mess that up? Let's grab this. Oh, it's not. Well, that's a reason why it's not coming out this side, I guess. Not the same height. And the same thing here. This would be the same height. They're noob. My Kit Kat's behind me. Let's see. What else we got to put down in the campus? And we got to see if our attractiveness is good, and can I buy another works? So I got tons of money, and I need to buy some stuff. Yep, already bought the works. How far are we along on this? 2/3 through the school year, 3/4. Something leveled up or something. I heard a noise. Did somebody follow? If you did, thank you for following. If you did something else, thank you for doing whatever you did. Didn't come across the screen or the chat. So it could have just been me imagining things. Let's balance this out a little bit better. Make this a little wider. Get this a bit ordered. We kind of like bounce this out. Oh, look at this, Arthur! Look at this, Arthur! If you're still there, magic is happening. The magic is. Oh, is that rock gonna like flood the whole entire? Well, I'm not purchasing. I don't care if it just runs off the map. Real nice, real nice. I like that. Oh, I thought you meant to say nice the other way. I feel like we could use one more water pump in here. It's not like I still... Maybe it's okay. That's good. It's noise. That's what my boss says. Because he's a young kid. Like, I should say young kid. He's a young guy. Younger than me. He's probably in his early 30s. It's like my wife's age. I'm in my 40s. And it's like noise. And the other thing he says a lot. Oh, that's lit. That's lit. Typing on phone. I got you. I know. I think it looks good. And that came out pretty nice with the stuff in here. You know, like I think that looks good. So if I took my time and actually, you know, just didn't throw it down in like 2 seconds, I think it would look really nice. But I think it looks good. I might turn it off and then decorate some more, you know, like I said, later on, and just do some more in here and in here, and put some rocks and stuff up in here. It's kind of like if I have time, and, you know, unless people want to see it, of course, I can always film it. But let's see, we're almost about out of time for YouTube. Let's move this up a little bit, because I want to kind of make this not as spread out as much. Let's tap this. There you go. Kind of force the water more into a pinch point. You know what I'm saying? Like that. Like I carved out some of this. A little bit more of a dramatic waterfall. There you go. I think it looks good. And then it has to fill this up, which it should go hopefully through here without hopefully spilling out over here. So I'm gonna put I'm gonna put another neighborhood in here. Hey, it's going around the rock, okay. We reconnected the waterway. I think it looks nice, man. I'm really happy with it. It's flowing pretty well. If I added one more pump, I would probably be happier. So maybe I can also do that. I have 3 in here right now. So maybe one more pump would be like, give us a nice rush. Or like I said, maybe if I just put oh, see, then you can't put the rocks and stuff in there, because you gotta hide the pump. You can't put the rocks on top of the pump. I think it's flowing pretty evenly out of all 3 directions, so that's good. Now we're flowing this way. Okay. It's going to start flowing into here. Maybe we have enough strength to get that down here. I feel like we should. So we get the pump down here, pumping away. So we got the 3 in here. I could have hid one in here. That would have pumped some more. But I think that's not bad. It's like a low level creek. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of those, like in upstate New York stuff. I used to live up there. Do you need the pools of water, or are they just for looks? For looks. I don't think you need them. I just like, if you ever been like out where there's waterfalls, a lot of times, like I was out hiking, like in New Hampshire and Vermont, and where the waterfall is, there tends to be like kind of like a pool, because like the waterfall is just like constantly like pounding at the stone and the rock below it, because it's just constant like flow that it eventually digs out like a deep hole where the waterfall is. So then you kind of get like an effect where, you know, the water flows, kind of pools a little bit, and then it like spills over. That's just what I've seen. There's probably plenty of places where it shoots out like a rocket and just keeps flowing down the river. Like, you know, this like more like a rapid. This is kind of like rapids in here. This would be something you could go and do whitewater rafting in. You know what I'm saying? Have you ever done whitewater rafting? And I guess we can put this road back up here. Let me blow this up. Oh, no? Oh, you're missing out, my man. Missing out. If you have the opportunity to do so. I'm not that cool. Ah, you're too cool for whitewater rafting. Is that what you're saying? I think that's what you're saying. I'm too cool for that whitewater rafting, noob. Nice try, buddy. But we're not whitewater rafting where I live. Can I just throw this in one shot? And then we gotta jump off because YouTube's about to run out of time. I'm looking at the timer here. Will you draw a nice 2 bridges? I mean, that's close enough. It's just, well, that's a really janky road here. Well, I'll raise that up. Or maybe we'll do an elevated road through the woods. We could do an elevated road through the woods. That would look pretty good. This looks like a really cool path, though. Alright, so that's good enough. Oh, let's put our path up here. We might end up having to blow some stuff up. We'll see. So let's do that now, so I don't forget. So that is here, here, here. This is European, right? European pedestrian? Okay. Yeah, see, I was afraid that was going to happen. I'm going to blow up some of my rocks features. But that's okay. I'll put some other ones down in there. Do I want to sweep up? So like it comes from here and sweeps down. Let's try that. No, this doesn't work. Let's see how this looks. Can we do this? Terrain this just a touch, so I take it right like here and kind of like flatten it here. This is where we'll land the bridge. This will be the landing spot. And then from here, we'll get to like this level up here. Wrap it like that. So there's a whole lot of room to put something on there. It might or may not work. We might be able to. Ooh, I don't know. How big is this thing? Cable car. A cable car through the woods. Yeah, I love cable car. It works. Cable car is pretty killer. We can fit this up here. We might be able to fit like 2 things up here. I said what I'd like to put up here is the is this guy, the commencement office. But we got to get to level 3. Renowned reputation. But I just want to remind myself that I'm going to do something up here by putting the bridge up here. Because if not, I'll be like, it'll never get built. I'll be like, I don't know. Well, I was going to do something up here. Or maybe we'll just make it straight. It's wanting to be straight. Cannot build on water, huh? Alright, that's pretty good. We got an opportunity to use this path. Alright, let's take a little shot of that. That's a good shot. There we go. Well, thank you to those on YouTube. I appreciate you hanging out, watching the video. I hope you had a good time. The water feature is kind of moving and grooving, and now it's in. So it makes life a lot easier to build around the water feature than it is to put a water feature around something you've already built. It's a hard lesson that I've learned many, many times. Like I said, I hope you enjoyed it. I wish you the best in whatever you do after this, and as always, happy building.